Hey guys, so today I'm going to try to do a little bit better attempt at showing you how to recycle candles. The downside with some of the recycling is that you're not necessarily going to achieve a nice perfect clean wax, because as you can see there's definitely like some soot in there from the wick. So I mean, this isn't going to be something that's like a perfected technique or anything, but you know, just when you get these larger candles, there is quite a bit of waste. For example, I had this one in the container and I accidentally broke the container, but this was made up of like maybe 4 candles, 5 candles, and as you can see the wax pour is not real great. It's kind of layered because I did this over a period of time, and I'm going to remelt it today and make new candles out of it since I broke the container. But this is like all sandalwood, citrus, and oceanside, so you can like, for Bath & Body Works, so you can like make new scents and stuff with it, with all that wax waste that you get. So I've got a few of the sandalwood citrus, so I'm going to try my best to hold the phone and show you what I'm doing. So, actually I think I might be able to set that there. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the tongs, these are just regular kitchen tongs with like a rubber handle, and I'm grabbing the edge of the container, and I'm taking like a hot pad, you know, you use oven mitt type thing for the bottom to hold it as I pour. And I'm going to try my best to pour as quickly and evenly as possible into the new container, which I've already placed a wick in. And ideally you find a way to secure the wick. I tried to get as much of the black stuff out of there as I could. Ideally I have like a whole setup with like popsicle sticks and stuff, but I just got done moving and I'm still trying to find things, so I don't have my popsicle sticks at the moment, so I'm going to just try to find... Actually, these tongs double really well for that kind of thing, but I'm going to be needing them, so I'm not going to do that. But that's an option. Let me see if I can find something I can use just for a second while I do that. Because you want to stabilize the wick as best you can. That's not going to work either, because otherwise you get slanting in there and you're not going to have a good, nice, even burn. And you get some slack in the wick once you add hot wax. So you definitely want to make sure you find a way to stabilize the wick as best you can. And unfortunately, I didn't think this through and I'm not having a whole lot of luck. So let me see if I can... It's not going to work either. I have popsicle sticks that like have a hole drilled in the middle, and then I use like wooden clothespins, and those work probably the best without having to go into anything expensive or buying the actual... They're essentially the same thing as the like wick stabilizers you can buy that are the metal ones. You can buy those for candle making. But so basically, well, that's sitting there. I'm doing another one. So you just want to fill... I actually filled this up a little bit higher than I typically do because I've got some candles that I'm still like this one I've got to melt, because I tried to redo this and like not do it the right way, and my wicks got buried, so I need to do it properly. This had broken. I tried to squeeze a Bath & Body Works candle from an old jar into a new jar and it didn't work out well. So I put it back in the boiling water and just wait for a while for it to melt. You can kind of, once you start getting the wax pulling around the edge, if you want to hurry it along, you can kind of like push the wax down and like let it seep up over the sides. It'll help it kind of speed it up. So once you get the water boiling, it really doesn't take a whole lot of time. And I can even tip it and do that. Try to get the hot wax over the rest of it and make it melt a little faster. It only takes, you know, a couple of minutes to get them melted. If you have a larger pot, you could always do that, so you can do like more than one at once. Guess I could have done that, but my hot pads aren't very big, so I don't get an even distribution of heat if I do that. So hopefully this will melt quickly. But anyway, while that's doing that, I go to various like resale stores, because I was doing candle making for a little while, but it turned out to not be really profitable to do. So now I use a lot of the stuff for recycling, and I'll go find things, you know, people have dropped off at resale places, and I pick containers up that would be good for candles. These are, excuse me, IKEA cups, like teacups. And these wicks, you can buy them at pretty much any craft store, or you can buy them online. You can do one of a couple of things to secure the wick to the bottom. You can see this is a little off center. You can either use, they make like this wick, like it's a putty in a little round container, and you like roll that between your fingers and stick the base of the wick to the bottom and let it dry. Or you can use like a like craft. Elmer's makes like a craft glue that you can use with ceramics, and that works pretty good. I haven't had any trouble with that either. So I find all these different containers, or like if they put things on clearance like that, I'll use those kind of containers. This was actually supposed to be like a display for you put like a little votive in there or something, but I'm actually going to use it to fill it up. So it looks like our wax is pretty much getting there melted wise. So I'm at like 7 minutes into the video and I've already gotten my second one done, so that kind of gives you a good gauge of how long this takes per, you know, per carton, I guess. But also keep in mind that since there's less wax in these, it's going to take a lot less time than when I'm going to try to do that Ski Lodge one from Bath & Body Works. So let's go over here again, get ready for our second pour. I'm going to move the knife, and hopefully I won't run out, or run out of space in there rather. Again, try to go as evenly as possible, quickly as possible. Voila. So now that'll probably take, it really depends on how long it takes to cool with a smaller container like this. It'll probably take a couple of hours for it to really solidify, but I would recommend just kind of leaving them be overnight, because that way you can sort of ensure that nothing's going to be accidentally like, because if you move it too soon or do anything, you're going to get these kind of like little divots. And really the proper way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to like save a little bit of extra wax to be able to kind of fill that in, but I'm not really going to do that. So next thing I'm going to do, and I'm not going to go to my sink and exactly show you, but I'm going to take, while it's still kind of warm, I'm going to run some cool water over the bottom on the outside so I can stand to handle it. And then while the inside of it's still warm, it makes it really easy to get these tabs off, so I can kind of get them off with my fingernail, or I can take like a butter knife or something and pull out those tabs. And then I'm going to wipe out the inside real good. So I can reuse this container for candles, or I can reuse it for storage purposes. In this case, I'm going to use it to, after I clean it out, to remelt this wax so that I can put it in another container. So I hope that kind of helped you guys, and that you find ways to reuse your candles or use your containers. I try to make the best of all of mine, and you know, then I get to re-enjoy scents that I've already loved. And I mean, like, look at all that wax in there. That's like quite a bit of wax, and it's already burned out. So I like to be able to re-enjoy the scents that that I've really loved. So thanks for watching, and have a great night.